Now, we have been dealing with Donald Trump and these strikes he has been doing on Venezuelan fishing boats. Now, he is claiming, without proof, of course, that these boats are running illegal substances into the United States. But there's been no proof given. There was some rambling answer he gave about how they're water drugs because after they blow up the boats, they find it in the water, which is ridiculous. I don't think we have the technology necessarily to determine that, but the proper procedure would be for them to let the boats get to American water, board the boats, search, and then seize anything that is contraband, as well as criminally charge anybody. But he's not doing that. He'd rather blow them up. Well, Donald Trump has now moved on and said, well, he thinks he is going to be starting land strikes here very soon. And that he says, well, maybe I have to go to Congress for it, but I don't think they would object. What are they going to say? They don't want the drugs coming in here, things like that. And there was more that he said there, basically, but he made it sound like he doesn't necessarily need Congress. But if he does, that they would just rubber stamp anything he chooses to do. Now, so far, this Congress has pretty much done that because they are in his back pocket, or they seem to be, because they're his party. They don't want to piss him off. They don't want to deal with the backlash from saying no to Donald Trump. And they don't want his base to turn on him because they're afraid of getting reelected. We've talked about that when it comes to the shutdown fight and the Epstein list. But Donald Trump thinks he can just do whatever he wants, and he can just start bombing and making military strikes on Venezuela. That would be a declaration of war. And for that, he should need Congress. He needs the Senate to declare war. It is one of their enumerated powers in the Constitution. In fact, there was a bipartisan effort that I think stalled out, but they were trying to pass measures to limit his ability and try to prevent him from doing things like more strikes like this, etc. Donald Trump thinks he can get away with anything. He thinks Congress is just going to back him. And there's going to come a point, whether that is going to be military strikes in Venezuela, whether that's going to be a tipping point with the midterm elections. I don't know what that point is going to be, but there's going to be a point when it's going to be a bridge too far for Republicans and they won't back him. Now, if he decides to attempt to do military action without congressional approval, that could be impeachable. But again, right now, this Congress doesn't seem like they would want to, but they're not going to be in charge forever. The midterms are coming, and they're worried that Democrats could be in control.